Welcome to Comfort Havoc number 2. This will be my final video for tonight. It will be video 1 of how to survive paranormal and supernatural events and beyond. Tonight's video, video 1, chapter 1, will be about aliens and how to survive them. And we're doing, for chapter 1 and chapter 2, War of the World aliens. Alright, so this video was basically confined to War of the World aliens. Now, you can choose your War of the World aliens that you would prefer. The new saga with Gabriel Byrne, the Tom Cruise movie where him and Dakota Fanning and whoever the kid was that was playing his son were scrambling to get back to the mother in Boston, etc., etc., and the OG original. Alright? So, in War of the Worlds, let's get this straight as I go into my second and final patch of Kool-Aid Jammer Tropical, because I don't like grape and there's grape in the kitchen. Now, you have a scenario of, let's go with the, because I don't remember the old school one, so let's go with Tom Cruise because it's fresh in my memory. Now, I'm going to say some racially diverse insulting stuff. So let me get the apology out the way now. This is not hate speech. But for all movie purposes, these things tend to really only happen to white people. Because black people, the movie world makes us look like cowards, and we get the fuck out of Dodge quickly as we possibly can. Alright? When we see shit or we hear shit, we're out. We're literally out. We don't wait around to investigate. We don't give a damn about our girlfriends. We are out. Now, the clusterfuck of that is because I'm multicultural. Maybe that day I might want to be white and investigate. Or if I'm playing a character who's in the army, I have no choice but to follow orders, which would be to investigate, because no one wants to be a deserter. See. So, in the Tom Cruise version of War of the Worlds, there's a big storm cloud in the sky, and everybody's looking at it. You don't see too many black people in this movie looking at it. In fact, you hardly really encounter too many black people in there until like the mob happens where they're trying to take his truck. So, question number 1. Who is more dangerous to the survival of the human race in a War of the World situation? The alien threat or the threat from within? My answer will always be the same, no matter what movie I choose to go by. The threat from within is always the world's most dangerous threat. Why is that? Because humans are unpredictable. Humans are very unpredictable, and there is no telling how someone is going to act in a crisis situation. Your fight or flight instincts will kick in, and then you will find out what you are actually made of. And fight or flight does not count curiosity. Alright? Let's keep that right. Curiosity does not count in your fight or fight instinct, because curiosity is probably what's going to make you get killed in the first damn place. But for the instance, if you're looking around at the sky, lightning's coming down and lightning is striking everything, and everybody's curious and they're all watching the lightning storm, let me tell you something. I've trained in lightning storms. Not when I was in the Army. Before I was in the Army, I would take my metal size and I'd go outside and I'd train and I'd whirl those damn things around and click, clang, clink, clang, and do martial arts in the park. In the rain, in the lightning. And they've always told us that metal attracts lightning. Maybe part of me was trying to get struck and pray that I would get superpowers. And maybe part of me was just damn stupid. And maybe part of me just believed that, if God wants me, I don't think that the house would stop the lightning from coming in. Which is why I never got struck by lightning. If God wants me, there will be no force on earth that can stop him from taking me. Alright? Me knowing this, I trained in the rain. What they gonna say in the news? Dumbass martial artist trained in the rain with iron weapons and got struck by lightning. It can't prove that's not what happened. But I also have keys in my pocket all the time, and I haven't been struck my Zippo lighter. Even though I don't smoke, I carry one because of Resident Evil original game. Um, yeah, you're always gonna need fire. So that being said, I just trained in the rain and the lightning. Didn't care. I also felt closer to God when I trained in the rain, so I didn't feel like I would be in any danger, because you're not supposed to fear God. You're supposed to love and respect Him in His power. Anyway, if you do fear God, then you don't know God. All right, so let's go. Lightning striking, everybody's watching, and nobody's thinking, this is a bad beat. Nobody. They were all out there just enjoying the lightning. Not thinking, this has never happened in any other storm before. Especially the part where he says, why is the wind blowing towards the storm? So you have to pay attention to lines in movies. I mean, for those who aren't actors, like myself, who don't know what certain key phrases are, it's kind of a psychological snafu. See, usually when it rains and it storms, the wind is blowing in the direction that the storm is moving. It's not blowing toward the storm. Henceforth, supernatural events about to occur. Now, when it's like a tornado, where it's spinning around, the wind is blowing out and sucking in at the same time, according to science. If you ever have to do a science project where you create a wind tunnel, we did that like in the 4th grade or the 5th grade. We did it in one of those lower grades where you get to create a wind tunnel and you get to watch through the glass thing on how you create a wind tunnel. I don't know if y'all still do that. Anyway, moving here and there, when you make the wind tunnel, the entire wall is covered in mist, and it basically simulates a mini tornado. Now, let me explain to people who have no idea what the difference is between a tornado and a hurricane. A tornado generally starts inland, and it cones up. Now, a hurricane, on the other hand, starts in the water, just like a typhoon is basically the same damn thing as a tornado, but it has built out from the ocean and it's coming into land. So coastal cities are more likely to get hurricanes, where people like Kansas and places that barely have any water get tornadoes. Alright? Those are supernatural events that the best way you can do to survive is to hunker down, they say, under a bridge or in a bomb shelter, shit like that, because tornadoes have been known to lift houses and cows. Or hurricanes pretty much just bring a bunch of goddamn water. And if you live in places like Charlottesville, you will probably get the rain, but you won't get the tsunami effect. Alright? So, then you got all these aliens in the sky, and you can't see anything because the cloud's blocking the ship. But everybody's looking at the lightning. But those are not lightning blasts. Those are actually laser beams falling down at people. So moving forward with this scenario, everybody decides to haul ass. Alright? Totally jumped some shit, right? Yeah, you have to go watch the movie. But the reason why I jumped at it is because I didn't want to get too deep into science. Alright? So, we're all hauling ass. And just like in any apocalyptic movie, you are going to meet a few obstacles. First, you have to identify the dangerous threat. Is it the humans or whatever the hell's up there? Now, you would think that for most people, myself included, that the most dangerous threat would be whatever the hell's up there. That is not the case. Here's reality, people. We are in more danger from a deranged human who is scared than you would ever be from an alien. Because in the War of the Worlds movie, Tim Robbins almost got them killed on more than one damn occasion when the little aliens were scurrying around in the house. There's 4 of them, and there was 3 of them. And Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning ass was about as dead as dog shit. Because Tim Robbins was going to axe the glass thing. And then eventually what would happen is the thing would have come back and it spotted Dakota Fanning. Alright, so you get that. So again, before that, when the mob happened, Tom Cruise pulled out the gun to try to keep the car and keep in control. But what happened was, somebody got the drop on him, and they put a gun to his head, so he dropped the gun. Then that guy who took the gun, after the other guy got in the car with the gun and started driving off, while Tom and his children backed off, the rest of the people, still trying to mob the guy, one guy shot the guy that shot at the guy had the gun to Tom Cruise's head, got shot by the other guy who picked up Tom Cruise's gun. So therefore, the most dangerous enemy is ourselves, because you don't know what another human is going to do. And another human with a firearm, whether they are trained professionally or not, is just as dangerous as a threat from above, because, okay, well, if I decide to commit mass murder, no one's going to know. No one's going to give a damn. Because everybody's out here ballistically going crazy, and what's one more body? Then you got these aliens who are just sucking people out of the sky. Clothes are falling. There's a scene where Dakota Fanning's standing by the river and all these bodies are floating down the river. And then there's a scene where they're all on a fucking boat. Now, mind you, the situation on the boat, I have to bring that up for the very possible reason. Unanswered blessings. Alright? So your options are this. And you can go and weigh the pros and cons of this, and I'm going to end the video after I give you your options and tell you what I'm personally going to do. Alright, so here's your options. 3 options. I know I put up 5 fingers, but 3 options. Option 1. You're going to get on this boat, and you're going to go out there in the ocean, where you don't know that there's aliens in the ocean, but you're going to get on this boat. Option 2. Since the army's stopping you from getting on the boat, you're going to stay right there. Option 3. There's a plane. You're going to get on a plane. Yet you already know that there's a dangerous thing flying around in the sky, sucking people up in the air in the first damn place. So, which one are you going to take? Option 1. Get on the damn boat, where the boat can be flipped over and your ass can drown. Pretty much like in the movie, because some people were trapped in their cars and they fucking drowned. Option 2, which was not in the movie, you go get on a plane because you think you're going to be able to fly away when there's a fucking alien ship in the sky. And option number 3, my option, I'm already where the army is. So, I got a decision to make. Plus, I have my son and my daughter with me. Which, luckily, in real life, I don't have kids, so it makes it a whole lot easier for me to do option 4, which we will put on. My option would be option number 3, or option number 4, which I didn't give you, but I'm going to give it to you as I close up this video. Option 3 was to stay with the army and have them be the sacrificial lambs to protect my ass all the time, because that's their job. That's what we do. That's what we sign up for. Alright? Option 4. Stay with the army until I can get clear, especially if I don't have children, where I can fend off better by myself. Now, the reason why I say that's the one I would do is because eventually someone's going to break ranks. Alright? And for those who don't know what that means, someone's going to break ranks, and then there's going to be a complete total clusterfuck of anarchy amongst either the soldiers and the civilians, or the soldiers and the soldiers. Someone's going to break rank, and somebody's going to get messed up real bad, or worse, somebody's going to get killed. Now let me explain why I'm not going to take option 1 again, which was the boat. I'm a fair swimmer. A fair swimmer. Not a good swimmer, not a great swimmer. I can swim enough to save me. So, me in water, I did not join the Navy for a reason. That would be it. I suck at swimming. I can swim enough to save my life, but you get tired swimming. Plus, after watching that movie Harpoon, I really don't want to have nothing to do with water at all. So yeah, option 1, swimming, psh, not for me. I'm a land lover. Army. Alright? Option 2, get on a plane. I really wanted to join the Air Force, but you're getting on a plane that has no defenses. So let's say you're getting on a C-130 or a bomber that has not been used since 1942. It has no guns. It's been decommissioned, and you're going to fly in the air, where the threat is in the air. I don't think you really want to go there. And to quote Drax from Mass Effect Andromeda, I'd rather be down here with somewhere to run and hide than be up in a giant tin can taking holes to see what's going to go first. Me getting killed or the spaceship in which I reside in. So, therefore, no airplane and no boat. On the land, you got plenty of places to run and hide. And once you find out these things can bleed, then you can probably kill them. So, I will make part 2 another time. I will be in different clothing probably. Unless I make part 2 in a few minutes. Let me see what time it is. Yeah, it's 12:44 a.m. So it's more than likely I will make part 2 a different time. Good night, everyone.